And we are live. On this episode of YouTube Talk, we're going to take a look at how to level up your YouTube strategy. Your strategy to get more views, strategy to prepare before you start, and how to execute some of the strategy we've been talking about over the past few months. And as always, I'll give updates on open invites and collaborations. But before we get into that, welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. If you want to grow your influence through YouTube, then hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming strategy sessions. If you've joined us on the replay, jump in on the conversation, leave your comments or questions in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And please visit each of the channels we're going to look at tonight and tell them Denise Jordan sent you. For those of you who joined us live, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You guys know this is always one of my favorite places to be on Sunday night is with my sisters here in the Sister Circle where we talk about YouTube strategy. So hey, D at D Lovely Life, my name twin, as well as Miss C, Miss Congeniality. Greetings to all of you, to both of you and those of you who are on here but have not left a comment, because I can see there's more than just two people that are with us tonight. So to get things started, let me know what you're sipping on. As you can tell, I've got lemonade. It has been hot here, and there is nothing better on a hot night than a lemonade, some ice cold lemonade, and it is good. So Melissa, what you sipping on? Let me know. Dee's got water with lemon, and I believe it is Thelma at Simple Southern Reflections, or is it Charlotte? I think it's Thelma. And she said she's got cold water. I got some cold water too. I got my little bottle here with ice water in it, but I wanted some lemonade today because I tell you what, it has been hot. Hey, Darcy from Organized by Darcy is here, as well as Liz from Jazzy Green Decor Style. She's got water. So yes. And I tell you what, lemonade and iced tea is really the thing for right now, because I mean, what's better on a hot day than either iced tea or ice cold lemonade? I don't know if it's a toss up. Tea, lemonade, hands down, lemonade. Iced tea is second, and it's got to be sweet tea at that. All right, so now let's just see, what else do I need to say? So last week, we talked about how to get video ideas for your YouTube channel. And I wonder, has anyone found any ideas? And if so, when do you plan to act on them? Inquiring minds want to know. So let us know how things are going from that. Because remember, this particular group is for us to gain some new YouTube strategies, and then we act on that strategy that we come up here. That's the whole idea behind this group, to share ideas and YouTube strategies that we can use to help us become better creators or to reach our YouTube goals that we set for our channel. So anybody got any ideas that they were able to act on? Oh, Going Green Mom, water with frozen berries. Okay, that sounds good. Darcy's having a sour sap drink. It's a Jamaican drink. Sour sap. What is that, Darcy? Like, what is sap? I think of sap from a tree or something like that. So what's sour sap? And it's so funny that you bring that up, because I was on a live stream earlier today with the New Orleans gardener, and they got to talking about colloquial terms for drinks and how some parts of the country calls whatever kind of beverage they serve you a cold drink. Other places just call it a drink. Some people call it pop. We call it pop here, and some people call it soda. My sister, who's in Delaware, they call it soda. We call it pop here. And I remember my grandma, who was from St. Louis, Missouri, had come to visit, and she asked me where was the soda. And I gave her a box of baking soda. And she's like, no, the soda pop, the pop. And I was like, oh, God. So different places call it different things. So we got to talking about that. So what is sour sap? Let's see. All right, so there's that. But has anyone come up with some ideas for their channel that they're going to act on based upon the things we talked about last week? I've got a couple of ideas that I'm going to work on, and also how I can repurpose some of my content for some other things. So Megan says she doesn't understand. Let's get this. She doesn't understand. Am I wanting ideas we got from last week? Yeah, my question is, last week we talked about how to get some video ideas for your channel, and then whether or not people have actually got some ideas. Not only did they get some ideas, but now have they planned when they plan to use those ideas on their channel? Has anyone thought about that? So, and then there's Penny saying hello. So, hey, Penny. So Cheryl says she's noticed that if you show a start to finish videos, people tend to watch longer. So she's getting ready to start a new series, decorating a new apartment, start to finish for each room. Boom! And you know what, Cheryl? I have noticed the same thing in my niche, only they're not like start to finish videos, but they're what I call complete stories. Me and Nikki Blue Skies have been talking about this. And Faith and Flower and Inspired by Nikki, they show a complete story in each of their videos. What do I mean by a complete story? Well, typically there'll be some cooking, some cleaning, some organizing. There'll be several different things that you do in the course of a day in a home. So a complete story. So your start to finish in your niche is similar. So yeah, like that idea. Okay. So Megan said she's just going to be thinking about some things this week. Okay. All right. Okay. So there's that. And I think, let me just back up for a second too. Because I want to be sure that there's a couple of things I want to mention. So as we think about how we're going to execute or operationalize these various YouTube strategies on our channels, because that's the whole purpose of this show. I want you guys to know that starting this week, YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan is going to go to bi-weekly. So we're going to be transitioning into bi-weekly for the rest of the summer. So that means instead of meeting every Sunday at 7:45, we're going to meet every other Sunday at 7:45. And I'll be sure to continue to put the notification up so that you guys can know when we're going to meet. But right now, guys, I am just completely overwhelmed, exhausted, and I just cannot keep up because I've got this show every Sunday. I've got my traditional homemaker show every Thursday. I try to do YouTube videos on my channel, this and that with Denise twice a week. And I've not been keeping that up. And then last week when I was sick, I got one video up the whole week. And that was the, what was it? The kitchen vignette video, I think. I might have put a gardening video up yesterday. I'm not sure. I can't even remember. But I just can't keep up. So I'm going to move this show to every other week for the rest of this summer, and then we'll see how things go from there. And then I need to also, okay, let's just see what people are saying. So Dee agrees that bi-weekly will work for the summertime. My name twin, Denise. So thank you, Dee. I'm glad you guys agree with that. I just can't do anything else because like I said, I'm completely exhausted and overwhelmed. I also need to say that this video is sponsored by Apron Diva. And Apron Diva, we believe that aprons are pretty and practical, and that aprons can be a homemaker's best accessory. And we didn't forget about the men in your life. So just in time for Father's Day, we do have 4 aprons in the men's line that you can choose from. So if you've got a grill meister in your life, then you can pick up a barbecue style apron from Apron Diva. And when he's not looking, you can sneak and wear it. And this is one of our newest additions as well, this little lemon love. So many people have been asking about that apron, so I thought we'll make it featured product this week. And then you can see some of the others here that we have that you just might like. So be sure to visit our sponsor, Apron Diva, at aprondiva.com. Okay, so now, thank you, Dee. Oh, got the wrong one. Well, first of all, here's Dee. So thank you, Dee. The aprons look awesome. I appreciate that. And then Megan says getting sick is why she would like to get further ahead. Yeah, I need to get further ahead as well. And I'm not, I'm typically a week ahead, or a few days ahead of the calendar. So, and then Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life must have just joined us. I didn't see her, but hey, Michelle. And then, of course, there's Darcy there. So, hey, Darcy as well. All right. So our video assignment tonight comes from 3 of our fellow YouTube sisters that are here in the sister circle. One of them is from Leona Dooley and her video, The 3 Best and Easiest Summer Salads from Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme in the Kitchen with Leona Dooley. And the other one is How to Get More Views on Your YouTube channel from @Penny's Place. And she's part of that Mastermind Influencers team. And the other is from Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie, but she's also got a new channel now, which she's created called YouTube Tips by Stephanie. And this video is how to plan before you start from YouTube Tips with Stephanie. So we are going to start in just a second. Let me just greet a few more people. Oh, yes. Please remember to hit the like button for me. I appreciate that. Andrea Mason. Hey, Andrea, good to have you here. Oh, Darcy likes the ones with the lemons and plans to order that one. You will love it. I just absolutely love that one. It just makes me feel so fresh. It's just so summery. So, oh my goodness, Melissa is working on July. Oh, Melissa, I'm mad at you. You know how we typically say, oh, I ain't mad at you. Well, I'm mad at you. Oh, I wish I was that far ahead. I don't know. I just feel so scattered some days. And Mickey Blue Skies will say, are you using your planner? Are you writing things down in your planner? And I will admit, I've not been using it as much as I should. I've been looking at it for other things, but not on top of my YouTube stuff. But I've had so much other family stuff I've had to address. And then I had to address myself. So yeah. Oh, Dee, great. So Dee said Leona's salads look so delicious. She watched all 3 videos. Thelma's there. Stephanie's there. Okay, good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And so I'm going to stop greeting people now. And we're going to start with Leona's video. I'm going to bring us to her video. I'm going to put it on silent. Now, she doesn't have any music in there, but there's a few things that I want to see. But I still don't want to get in trouble by having somebody else's voice talking. So let me just go to her. So I'm going to share the screen. And then I'll come back and see where it's what. So I'm going to share the screen. So the first video we're going to look at is Leona's video on the 3 best and easiest summer salads. All of the videos that I've asked you guys to take a look at are already linked in the description box. And if you've not looked at them all, please look at all 3 of the videos, watch them all the way through, and then leave a comment and let them know I sent you. And if you like the video, like it. And if you don't like it, you can give it a thumbs down, because engagement is engagement. But hopefully, I think you'll like them all three, though. I can't imagine why you would not. And so there. All right, so Leona's been cooking up a lot of things lately, and I've been loving it. She is one of the channels that I follow. Oh, excuse me. But more importantly, she's been putting into action some of the things we've been talking about. So as we've talked about different strategies over the past few months, one of the things we've talked about is switching up the views or the angle on your camera. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize I had left that up. I don't know if I can. Hang on a second. I'm going to stop this. Come back. Oops, not there. Come back there. Get that off the screen. And now I'll have to get that back. That's why I have my iPad open, so that when I look over here at the iPad, I can see if something's wrong on this screen here. So, okay. So here we are, and watching Leona's video, and I'm going to go ahead and start it. You can't hear anything, but she starts out, and we're looking at her full face, and she's talking to us. But the first thing she does, she has an opening question, and it's, did your mommy ever tell you to eat your vegetables, or to eat your veggies, something like that. But she captures your attention right away with a question that all of us have heard at some point in our lives. Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables. So I'm like, well, yeah, my mama said that. So how many people how many people's attention would be caught by that question and have to answer yes? So that question and your answer pulls you right into the video right away. You're right away engaged, so you stick around and you listen a little bit more. And so let's see. So we see her drinking lemonade, and she's talking to us, and she might be talking just a little long, but she's talking, she's showing us things, so she's letting us know what she's going to do. And then here we're looking at her full in the face, and she's talking, but when we look right here at 132, we've got a different angle now. And you must know, I was trying to peek that apron. I was like, oh, I'm going like this, looking at the apron, when I should be looking at the food, but look right down. And so now we've got a different angle. So she's kept us engaged by giving us a different view. And you can do this with your phone. If you're doing videos with your phone, depending upon how you set your phone, if you have to move it up or down or whatever. But I kind of see her reach up and just kind of change the angle just a little bit. So she's changed the angle. So now she's still talking to us, but now it's like it's a voiceover, and then she's showing us as well as telling us. So we watch her put the food in the dish. We see her going there and doing different things. And then right here at 2:16, we see the bowl. We're still looking at what she's doing. We look at how colorful the bowl is. But right at that point, she also says, look at what a beautiful color combination this makes, or something to that effect. So she, again, engages our attention by getting us to look at the food in the bowl, thinking, oh, that is pretty colorful. The red of the tomatoes, the green of the beans, and she's adding in the red onions, that kind of thing. So she's constantly doing something to keep us engaged in the video. So I like that. And then as we go through, she continues to do that throughout. We go from looking at what she's working on, nice close up. And here's the other thing. She doesn't feel obligated to be moving the camera up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down, because whatever technology she has, she's making that technology work for her. So she has decided that the most important thing is what she's working on. And so she continues to show us that. We kind of see her work. And then she brings us back, again, to change up the view. She brings us back about 7:03. And now she's talking to us again. And then talking to us some more. And then we go back to her pouring the salad out into a different bowl. So she changes up the bowl, the angle again, and shows us how she finishes up this first salad right there. So the lesson here then is that she keeps us engaged by changing up our view. 1 minute, we're looking at her face on. She's talking me to you, directly to us. Another minute, we're looking at what she's working on, and it's a voiceover, and that's working as well. So now this one's wrapped up. And now she's ready to start with the next salad. Now, here's my suggestion at this point. My suggestion at this point, like this is a static card, tomato, cucumber, and onion salad. My suggestion is to omit that static card in your next video. Leave that out. Just move right ahead and say, now the next salad is going to be blah, 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 because you do talk about the next salad. And I see you like kind of changing the camera angle to bring it back up to you as you start telling us about the second salad. So see, you start talking about the second salad right here. And so you're looking at us. So my suggestion would be just to go right ahead and move right on into the second salad so that it doesn't disrupt the action. So there's that. So for me, it was just a little jarring to have that static piece right there. And then you came back in and started talking to us about that. So there's no break in the action. So that's my suggestion for that one. And what she can consider doing is using timestamps in the description box where she begins each salad. So maybe she'd have a timestamp for the beginning of the video, a timestamp when she starts salad number 1, a timestamp when she starts salad number 2, a timestamp when she starts salad number 3. The other suggestion that I would have, and I'm going to bring it down here. I think it's about right here, because it's right after she showed us this. It's right here, I'm thinking. I'm going to turn it on for a second.
They pretty.
Here's the 3 salads.
And when you finish eating these salads, you'll have your vegetables for the day. I hope you have had a wonderful time in the kitchen.
Oh, there was music right there. I forgot. Shoot. Okay, well. So now here's the thing I want to say here. When she says, I hope you've had a wonderful time, that lets us know that the video is over. And so many people, including my sister and my husband, will click off right then and just go somewhere else. And we want to keep them to the end if we can. Now, I like the fact that she's pouring another glass of lemonade. She's kind of giving us something else to look at while she wraps things up. But what I suggest, and this is what I learned from Sean Cannell and Heather Torres in the BRA program, what I've learned from them is that you want to give them somewhere else to go. Tell them what you want them to do, rather than let them know, well, thank you for stopping by. It's been great, blah, 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 blah. You might want to say something like this To see more of the best in summer foods, click here. Or let's see, what did I write down? To see more of the best in summer foods, click on my best summer salsa linked in the description box and in the comment section. You want to make it easy for them to go where you want them to go next. And I don't normally see her do an end card, which I've learned to do. It could be, she could even put it like right in there, but she could say something like right in there, to see more of my best in summer cooking or my best summer salsa, click on this link or whatever. Maybe show a picture or card of that summer salsa recipe or something. So we send them right over there next. And or the other suggestion I have is to pin a comment. So like right down here, there's no comment from her. So I suggest that you pin a comment, and in that pinned comment, you put the link of where you want them to go next. Because when people finish your video, they look at your pinned comment. When they leave their comment, they'll say, oh, Leona left us a comment. Well, I'll just click on wherever she wants me to go next and check it out. That's one way to keep engagement. So there's that. And then one other thing, and Leona, I just want to bring this to your attention. If you look straight on to the camera, you'll see she's looking off to the side, to the right, just a teensy weensy bit. You might just need to bring your camera over, either turn your camera a little bit, or you're looking at the viewfinder and you don't want to do that. You want to look straight into the camera. Now, right now, I'm looking straight into the camera right at you guys. My camera is up a little bit. So my camera is up here. So I'm looking straight into the camera. But when I'm looking straight at the monitor, which is like straight ahead, it probably looks like I'm looking down just a little bit. So my suggestion to all of you is to make sure you're looking straight into the camera, depending upon looking straight into the lens. That's what I mean. Look straight into the lens, not at the viewfinder, but into the lens. So on my camera we're looking at right now, my camera is up here. So I have to look up, to look straight into the camera. So that's a suggestion there. But otherwise, great job. Leona has been working it. We've been talking about different things here on the circle, and she has joined us and she has been executing those tasks. Now, let me come on back and see what you guys are talking about in the chat now. So let me stop here, come on over here and see what you guys have to say. And yes, boom, didn't she do it? She really did. She really did. The salads do look good, and I'm going to make that green bean salad. My husband loves salads, and he likes green bean salad, so I'm going to make that one for him. Let's see what are people saying about this stuff. Sandy's going to join my container garden challenge tomorrow. Great, Sandy, looking forward to that. Let's see. So Stephanie agrees that her video was great. It was so good. I can just see such growth in Leona's video. I mean, it's like she got that video started with a bang. She engaged us right away with a question. She kept our attention. And then rather than, spending a lot of time talking, she did a lot of time showing as well as telling. So there's that. So yes, I like Leona's video. It was good. Hey, Gladys, glad to have you here. When Megan says, what do I mean by static card? The piece of text to the side. Yes, I'll try to go back and find it. Let me just hang on a second. I'll go back and find it. So I have to get you off the screen there. Go back. Let me think. It was Looking for it. Hang on a second. Oh, it's coming up right there. Okay, hang on. Right here. This, if you look at this, I'm going to back it up for a second. So if you're looking at this, she's showing us the bowl. This is all video. It's movement, it's movement, it's movement. Stationary is a picture. And now she's talking again. That's what I meant by a static card. To me, that was a distraction. Now, that might not be a distraction to some of you. And you guys remember, I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm just sharing with you guys what I've learned and what I have found. And that's one of the things that I like about the Mastermind Influencers team, which we're going to be looking at 2 of their members in just a minute, is that all of us, regardless of where we are in our YouTube journey, has something that we can share or that we can teach because we've learned some things. So that's all I'm saying there. Let's see. Wait a minute. So Megan said she puts lots of text in her food videos. It's not the same thing. The text itself is okay. What I'm saying was in the middle of the video, there was a card that was stationary that was just announcing the next salad. So my suggestion would be the next video, leave that card out and just go on talking about the next salad, or just put the words up on the screen, just put the words up there. Like over here, we see powered by StreamYard. She could put the words up or there that just say whatever the name of the next salad is and just kind of keep talking. That's just my thought. Yes, watching the StreamYard channel review with Dee and Daniel. Pin a comment. Yes, I mentioned that. Use a card, use an end card, and put a link in the description in the same link. Yes, but when I'm talking about using a card, you can use an intro card at the very beginning. You can use an end screen or end card in the end. But what I'm talking about is a card in the middle of the video that when you go from one topic to another, or at least when you go from one salad to another, I'm thinking that the card doesn't add anything to the story. That's all I'm suggesting, is that the card doesn't add anything. If you feel like it adds something and you need to have it in there, then by all means, put it in there. I'm just sharing with you guys what I think, and that's something that I probably would leave off right there. Okay. Dee said she keeps forgetting to pin a comment, but she's using more camera angles and getting the hang of moving her story along quicker for longer watch time. Oh, isn't it a learning process? It really is. And I'm telling you, I could just really see where Leona has been just getting it, where she's doing that. And I'm trying to do that too. I'm trying to use more voiceover when I'm doing things rather than, okay, so in today's video, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I start doing it. I'm trying to move to where I start doing it as I'm telling you about it. So yes, Dee, I get it. But please pin a comment in your videos. I learned that from my friend Mary at Mary's Nest, and Mary's got over 400,000 subscribers now, so girlfriend is doing something right. And she says that it works when you, and not just from her, but it works when you pin a comment with a link in the comment, because it just gives them something right away to go to next. You tell them, oh, so here's another piece of my content that I think you'll like. Okay, so there's that. Sandy says, Leona's an awesome cook. Yes, she is. I'm loving it. And she makes such a beautiful display. The foods are just so bright and colorful. I just love it. I just love it. Cal is here. Hey, Cal, good to have you with us. Okay. And yes, I have an end card on the end of my videos that asks people to subscribe. I also put in a card that will give them a couple of different suggestions for videos that I want them to go to next. But I try to remember to pin a comment and then put a video link there. I try to remember it. Sometimes I forget to do that too. Hey, Khadija, glad to have you with us today. No problem. No problem. We're glad you're here. You're going to love her cooking videos, Megan. You're just going to love them. Okay. Let's see. And Megan says she needs to get back to recording multiple angles. Yeah, because from what I'm finding is that it does increase engagement. So, okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about in regards to Leona's channel, so that we could just all, number one, see how one of our sisters is executing the strategies we've been talking about, and then how you can consider doing some of those things too. So now the next video we're going to take a look at is Penny's video from At Penny's Place. And this one is where she talked about 3 tips on how to get more engagement on your YouTube channel. And I really enjoyed this video. And let me find her for a second. I really enjoyed her video and also was inspired. So now, Penny, you're on here, so you can let me know if I got this right or not. But so here's Penny's video here. I'm going to bring her back to the beginning. And Penny does have music on, so I cannot have her video on. I can't have the music on at all. But she comes on and she engages us just like Leona did with a question. And her question was, are you in a slump? Do you feel like YouTube has thrown you under the bus? Is the algorithm out to get you? And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So the questions that she asked right away engaged me into the topic. So right away I was drawn in. So she did a good job with that. And that's one of the tips or strategies that we learn from Salma Jaffrey, how to engage them, hook them with a question. So you used a great hook, Penny. So I really thought you were on to something with that one. So the other thing, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, I got the impression that you were looking at a teleprompter. And I asked you that because the way you kind of lean forward looking, like you guys know, I'll do that sometimes when I'm looking, like I'll have my notes up here. Like you can't see my notes. I got notes like right here. Now I'm trying to look at my screen to see. Yeah. So I'll have the notes like right here in front of the screen. You can't see them, but I can. And sometimes I'll have to lean forward to look at them. And most of the time I don't put them there because, I don't mind looking down because I feel like, it's just us here in the circle. I don't feel like you guys mind if I'm checking my notes and that kind of thing. But when I'm doing a video for like others, not that you guys are less than others, but I feel more comfortable with you guys in that regard, that I don't feel so obligated, not to be looking at my notes. So I thought, oh, she's got a teleprompter. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I bought a teleprompter a year ago. I have been afraid of it. I have not gotten it out of the box. I've been afraid to try it. So Penny, you have inspired me to get that thing out and give it a try. And from what I understand, it's a whole art to using it. So thank you for that inspiration. So, but anyway, that's not what we're supposed to be talking about tonight. But I want you to know I was inspired. But okay, so now your 3 tips. And now a suggestion that I might have for you is that when you talk about your 3 tips, when I get these little notes sometimes, Mickey Blue Skies is yelling at me like I've said something or done something wrong. It's not her. So, okay, I thought she might say, you shouldn't say that to Penny or whatever. So it wasn't though. So, okay. So, let's see, this is page 4. Okay, page 5. So one of the things that she does when she asks you those 3 questions, she says, well, I have some help. So I'm like, I need some help. So not only did she engage us with the 3 questions that she asked us, but she also offered help in the form of 3 YouTube tips, 3 tips that we can use to make things better for our YouTube channels so that we can get more views and get more engagement. So I definitely want to stick around to hear all 3 tips. I mean, don't you want to hear all 3? Of course, you want to hear the 3 tips. So tip number 1 was to connect and collaborate with other creators. And I thought that was a great tip. We talked about those particular tips off and on throughout the past couple of years that we have been on our different little YouTube strategies. And I think one of the things she suggests is to participate in collaborations or in hops. And she explains what a hop is. She tells you like how you participate in a hop, how you go about that. She talks about what a collaboration is. So what I really liked about this video was that not only did she give us a tip, she explained how we can operationalize that tip. So that was pretty good. So that was great. The second tip was to leave comments in the comment section. And she said, and don't spam. She talked about leaving positive comments. She explained what spam was and how you could get into trouble if you did that. So I thought that was pretty good too. So often I'll hear people say, well, don't spam other people's channels, but people don't always understand what that is. They don't understand that when you say do sub for sub, or if you sub me, I'll sub you, or please come and join my channel, that kind of thing. They don't understand that that is spam, and Penny explained that it is. So I thought that was great as well. So those are some tips that I think we can use to grow. And then the third tip, which she gave us, and I don't do this one very well, was to use social media to expand and get more views. And she talked about different types of social media. She talked about Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok, which she said, you know, I got some things to learn. Well, don't we all? I've not explored TikTok. I can't keep up with Instagram. I can barely keep up with my community tab and Facebook. I don't see myself going to TikTok, but I'm like, well, you know, should I try something on TikTok? I was talking with the New Orleans gardener today. She's on TikTok. I'm thinking, well, heck, she's on TikTok. Should I be on TikTok? But she gave us those tips, and I thought they were great tips. So that was pretty good too. The only suggestion that I might have, is that you might want to put some kind of graphic on your screen that pops up like tip number 1, but you put it on your screen and share it so that we can see like when the tips are coming. Then again, I don't know. I take that back because Sunny Lenarducci said, don't do that. Or if you do, just put it up there like really quickly. Like if you put it up on the screen, tip number 1, participate in collabs or hops, and it was on there for a second and then it was gone. And then you talked about tip number 1. And then when you got to tip number 2, flash it up on the screen again. Tip number 2 while you're talking, and then it goes away. Sunny said that if you leave it up there too long, people can like go through the scrub bar at the bottom. Like you see how I'm moving along here, and then I can kind of see that screen there. And then I can go along at the bottom and see when she goes to something else. Sunny suggests that if you put up a graphic card and leave it up there too long, people can search along the scrub line and find where your tips are and skip to the tips in the video. That's something that she shared with us in one of her videos last year. So I will try to put it up there quickly though, because I don't know, it just kind of helps me stay organized. You can decide how you want to operationalize that, but for me, I'll put it up there quickly and take it down. But I thought she had some great tips, and it's advice that we can all use. It's simple, it's to the point, and it's important. So now gonna stop here, and I'm gonna come back here, and let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Oh, explain, pin a comment. Okay. See, Mickey Blue Skies isn't on tonight, so sometimes I miss things. So thank you for that. Okay. So pin a comment would be, I'll show you. Well, I have to find, let me think. Where have I done that most recently? Well, to pin a comment, I'm going to go to one of my videos. I think I have. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to share. I'm going to get this off the screen. And I'm going to share screen, share screen, share screen. That. So now I'm going to come over here to my channel. But I'm excited for. And girls, I have to tell you guys, I looked at myself. I thought I look like Mom's Maybe. I look like who done it and what for in this video. But it was hot. I was sweating. Look at my hair. It was getting all stringy. I was really working. So I thought, okay, it is what it is. I don't always look nice and pretty. But so I have not pinned a comment in this video. So, okay, I don't think, anyway, I don't know why it's still doing that circling. Come on. Not sure what's going on here. Let's try to refresh it and see if that'll take care of it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pin a comment. Oh, I can't pin a comment. Can I? No. Let me switch this to here. Okay. So here's a comment that I have here, and it's pinned. So right here, I say, hi, traditional homemakers. Please take this first garden walk with me. I'm showing off the beginnings of my garden, blah, 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 blah. And then I put a link here in the video. So to see more of my gardening adventures, click here and here's the link. So now you see these three little dots right here. Click on those three dots and it'll say pin, edit, or delete. So you just click pin. Now, if you've already pinned a comment, this will replace it. I've already pinned this comment here. So I'll just push pin. So now this comment has been pinned there. So now what that means is that whatever comments that come on this channel, on this video, will all fall below this comment. This one will stay at the top. So after people finish watching the video and they come down here, then they'll see I've got that link there. And then if they click on that link, it takes them where I want them to go. So now I'm going to stop that and come over there. Okay, does that help? So there's that. Okay, so that's what it means to pin a comment. It's very helpful. She has great ideas. I'm not sure who you're talking about. So evidently she's talking about something with something else. So Dee says she really needs to join more collabs. She's done 2 so far this year. How many is too many? Dee, that is up to you. Here's the thing, though, about joining collabs. You have to think about what is the purpose of every video. One of the things that Sean Cannell tells us all the time, and I'm going to type it in here. I'm going to type it in here. He says, don't ever put up a video that your viewers that your subscribers didn't ask for. Hopefully I got it all spelled right. So this is one of the things. This is one of the things that Sean tells us all the time. He says, don't ever put up a video that your subbies didn't ask for. What does that mean? My subscribers on This and That with Denise Jordan do not ask for YouTube strategy. They don't want to hear it. They could care less about YouTube strategy. Now, Miss C, Miss Congeniality, she's one of my traditional homemakers. She watches me over there, and she'll come over here and she'll watch me here and give me some support here. But she knows when she comes over here that I'm not talking about homemaking. She knows I'm talking about YouTube strategy. My librarian, which is one of my subscribers, I ran into her at the library and she says, Denise, I don't like that YouTube teaching stuff you do. How can I opt out of it? And Sean told me in no uncertain terms, he said, you don't teach YouTube, we do. You do what you do, and we do what we do. Get that off your channel. And he was right, because it was dragging my numbers down. My people didn't like it, and I would lose people from my TNT community because they would see this YouTube stuff. That's why I created this channel, YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan, so that I could talk about YouTube stuff with you ladies here. But the other thing Sean tells us is if you chase two rabbits, you don't catch either one. And right now I'm chasing two rabbits and I'm getting really tired. So this is a rabbit and my TNT community is a rabbit. And, you know, I'm kind of stretched at both ends. So there's that. So there's that. Yeah, he did. He did. Him and Heather told me several times. They said, do what you do. And their advice is to niche down. He said, if you want to support YouTube stuff, he said, refer them over here to us. So let me just say this right now. You guys want to sign up for your Video Ranking Academy, which I took and Stephanie is now in. I have an affiliate link that you could sign up with. And it would be very helpful to me if you use my link to sign up for their Video Ranking Academy program. But his point is that people come to you for a particular purpose, for a particular niche. They don't come for everything that you throw up. So D, going back to your question. So now let me find you. I can't find her, but D asked how many collabs are too much or whatever. It's up to you, but just remember, every video you post should have a purpose, and you should know what that purpose is. Is that purpose, one, to be supportive to a YouTube sister or brother? Is that purpose to gain more views? Is that purpose to increase your watch time? Is that purpose to gain more subscribers? What is the purpose of the video? So you have to know what that purpose is before you start that video. So if there's a collaboration that you want to join, does it make sense for you to join? Is it in your niche? Does it make sense for you to do it? If not, I would say no. Now, D, one of the things I know you do, you care for, an older adult. I know you're caring for your mom post, I think, some kind of illness or health challenge that she had. Now your mom's moved in with you. I know you're doing that. I know you do homemaking. I'm not sure what else you do right now because I've been looking at a lot of different things lately. So if it makes sense, if you think it's something your subscribers want to do, then jump in and join that collaboration. If it's not something your subscribers like, then I would suggest you not do it. So no, there's no limit on how many collabs are good or bad. It's just a matter of, do they make sense for your niche? That's what it is. Do they make sense for your niche? That's all. That's what it is. Let's see. Oh, here we are. D said, She's only done 2. How many is too many? And so Stephanie says there's no limit on collabs. Just make sure they're in your niche, which I just said. And then let's see. Khadija said she heard that apps with teleprompters are only useful if you use a camera to record. That I can't speak to because I've never used one. But I would say that if you're doing a lot of talking that, you're face to face and you want to get it right, then I would say they could be beneficial. So I'm going to try to get mine out of the box and see what's what. We'll see. Hey, Loretta Living, it's been a while since we've seen you. The other thing too about as many collabs as you can handle would be making sure that the collabs are on topic, for your niche, but also you don't want to lose sight of your signature content. So whatever your signature content is, make sure you're getting that done. So how do you keep up with the collaboration? Well, I put the list of collaborations up and then you can decide to join. So for example, the list of collaborations that I have right now are in the description box for tonight. So you would go to the host channel or the co-host channel and look at their invite video or look at a description or, of their invitation on their community tab. It'll be in one of those 2 places. There'll either be an invite video or there'll be an invitation written out on their community tab. Find out what the details are from there and then look at, and this is a good segue into Stephanie's video, which is to plan before you start. And one of the things that she talks about is planning out your videos, but also planning your calendar and having a worksheet that kind of lets you know what's what. So if you're going to participate in a collaboration, you would, in your planner or in a worksheet or something like that, you would write what's the date of the collaboration, what are the details of the collaboration that you need to do, and then what time is the video supposed to be deployed. So for example, my container garden challenge is tomorrow. Oh, and thank you to everybody that jumped in on my summer kitchen vignette challenge. I'm still working through those videos, so I haven't got them all answered yet, but I'm working on it. So thank you for that. And then my container garden challenge deploys tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. Eastern time. And so I've got the instructions on what you need to do. So you need to create a container garden. It can be herbs, it can be flowers, it can be whatever you want. It could be one container with a bunch of things in it. It could be a very creative, unique container. It could be a collection of containers. It's up to you how you want to do it. But you look at the instructions and you follow those and you mark all those details down. Take a look at what your title is going to be, what your thumbnail may be, try to plan some of that out. And then you do a little bit of research and then you press record and record your video. That's how you keep up with your collaborations. You can also print off the list that I have. So you can either copy and paste it because it's not like a Word document or anything like that, but you can certainly copy the text and then paste it into a Word document and then print it off so that you've got it in your little notebook somewhere. Okay. And then typically they're not on the same day. So when you look at the list of collaborations, you just kind of say, okay, which meets my needs? Meaning, which does it meet something that my subscribers might want to see? Is it something that I can just get to know more people? And because I get to know more people and I leave comments in the comment section and then people see my name and they come and they join me because they've seen my name. Like I was on with a New Orleans gardener today and there was a new gardener, Khadija, that just joined. Her name was Veggie Farm, P-H-A-R-M, Veggie Farm Garden, I think. And so, she made a couple comments and the New Orleans Gardener mentioned her, said, you guys go check her out. So I went and checked her out, and I subscribed to her channel, and I joined her family. So you can leave comments there. People might see you and decide, okay, well, more eyeballs have gotten on your channel, so you can get more people that way. So there's that. TikTok, now I haven't been over there, but Penny said that she learned about TikTok from Melissa. I can't keep up with stuff right now, y'all. I just can't keep up with anything else. TikTok is going to be a while. So Megan said she's been having to educate in her comments on what spamming is lately. Yeah, not only can you not do certain things in comments, the YouTube host, the creator, can get in trouble if the wrong kind of comments are in your channel. So be very, very wary of those comments, those timestamp comments that people have been putting in different people's channels. If you see a timestamp in your comments, don't even open it. Just delete it or just report it, because it's spam and it's porno. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, I can't keep up with all that stuff. Okay. When I say to add chapters, I think adding chapters and adding timestamps is about the same thing, because you're putting the timestamps in where different things are, and to me that's the same as chapters. You could put chapter 1 and you got to put the timestamp in, and then chapter 2 and put the timestamp in, or just put the timestamps in. I think it's 6 of one and half dozen of another. Khadija said she honestly wishes she would have viewed this channel as business instead of just having so many subscriptions. It starts feeling like a job. Yeah, it does. But Khadija, it just depends upon what it is you want to do. It just depends upon what it is you want to do. Speaking of business, Khadija is starting some new things on her channel. She's starting a membership, or you can actually join her. So be sure and check her out and think about that. Ha! Girl, I look like Mom's Mabley, but I thought that's what I'm doing. Um, Dee, when you say how do you make chapters in the video, you've always been curious as you've seen them lately. It's the same as putting in a timestamp. Let's see. Let me show you. Let me get that off. Share. Where's my this and that? Okay. So if I was on this video here, if I went into edit video, because you've got to be in your back office, you've got to be in your YouTube studio to do it. I think now, wait, no, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. I probably won't be able to do it now that I'm trying to think about it, but so, let's see. Yeah, I got to be in edit video. You've got to be in edit video, and then you put it in the description box. So let's say right here, I'll put it in right there. So at 00 would be my introduction. I have to think about some of this stuff. And then let's say at 0105 would be chapter 1. And then 207 would be chapter 2. And then let's say 345 is chapter 3. And then I think that's how you do it. And then I'm going to save that. And then when I come back to just the channel content, now you see how the timestamps are in there and the chapters are there. It's pretty easy. I just had to think about it for a second. But so see, and then if you click on that one, it takes you to what would be considered chapter 1. You click on that, it takes you somewhere. You click there, it takes you somewhere. Okay, so now I'm going to come back over here. And let's see what people are saying. So now, Dee, you see how you do that. It's really not hard at all. You just put in the times, and you got to have you've got to start the first timestamp with your opening of the video. So 0:00, and then go from there. Okay. Ordine is there. Hi, Ordine. Okay, got that. Again, Michelle, it's up to you. Like if you can handle it, but again, you don't want to do so many collabs that you're not able to get your own signature content up. Now, if the collaboration you're doing is part of your signature content, then it's all good. Oh, Lady Phoenix is here. Oh, hey, Allie. So Her Healthy Khadija is starting a membership feature, and she really likes it. It allows you to interact more than you would on other social media outlets, but you don't have to leave YouTube. I've struggled with whether or not I wanted to do a membership feature. Have not come to that decision yet, but. And then with your chapters, title them with keywords so they can get picked up by Google. That's good. How important are hashtags? Hashtags are just a way of helping you to organize things. So they will help group your videos into a certain area. So for example, for my Summer Kitchen Vignette 2021, if it's hashtag Summer Kitchen Vignette 2021, I can type that in, and then all those videos will pop up in a line, and I can see them and then pop them into the playlist if people use the hashtag. Hey, Carol, good to have you with us. Okay. Okay, we need to get to video. Khadija was saying I should, since I already have a sister circle, if I did that, it could actually keep the YouTube talk for certain members. That's really all who comes here. The only people that come to this YouTube talk is just mostly the people here in the circle. I mean, I don't really advertise it for others. Every now and then we'll get someone new, but it's usually just us. But I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I just struggle with that. Anyway, let's talk about Stephanie's video. Let's back up for a second. So we need to do that. So I am going to bring up Stephanie's video. Oh, let me get that off the screen. Cancel. I've learned that when I have that on the screen, it affects people's ability to see what's on the screen. Okay, so now this is Stephanie's new channel, which, you know, I'm just a little puzzled here, Stephanie, because you've got the creativelymissme.com. Oh, that's the website you want people to go to. Okay, but this is your new channel, YouTube Tips by Stephanie. So I've got it off because she's got music in there, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. So look at her cute new slider. Isn't that cute? So that comes in. And so this video too is part of the Mastermind Influencers team. So she's only got 2 videos so far on this channel, but it's just 2. She's just getting it started. So more are coming. So she's letting us know what this is, what it's about, that kind of thing. And then 31 seconds we're into it, and she's talking about, she's got her binder for her YouTube channel, Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie, but she's talking about how she puts together her YouTube videos. And she mentions that she has this worksheet where she will put in various, it's a checklist where she'll put in various details about the videos that she's working on, whether or not they're part of a collaboration, what are some of the things she needs, if she needs to work on a thumbnail, if she needs to get B-roll. What is B-roll? B-roll would be additional video. So for example, if I'm talking to you about YouTube, me talking to you is A-roll because I'm the main thing. I'm the main thing and I'm talking about this or that. But, oh, excuse me. But if I want to talk to you about using a worksheet to plan your videos while I'm talking, then to come over here to a picture of Stephanie's worksheet is B-roll. So for example, I'm working on a video called, well, I'm working on 2 videos. And one of them is called Joy in the Morning. And so I'm making a list of what are some of the images that I need to get for that video. And the other one is my Say Yes to the House Dress. You know, what are some of the clips that I need to collect for that video? So that's B-roll. I've got the scripts written as to what I want to say and what I want to do. And then I've got little notes in there. But the B-roll is to actually collect the clips, to find them or to shoot them so that I have them available. Let's see, am I missing anybody? So let's see, there's that. So this is what she is sharing with us here, is that what we want to think about doing is to have a plan. So notice she's got a little notebook here. She's got a little notebook there that she keeps notes in, as well as a binder with a YouTube checklist. And if you look here on this checklist, it's got social media details, email, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. What is that? Twitter. And so it's really quite complete. And if you want to download the checklist, she's got it available, I do believe. Down here somewhere. I thought she had it down here. I thought there was a link here in the description box so that you could get access to that. Yes, right here. Website and free forms. So you can get the free forms down there that she's got. So, and then her other contacts. So there's that. So she's got this blueprint that she follows with specific information that she needs to have answered before she presses record. And I think that's a really good idea for all of us to consider having that. So, for example, when I am doing a video, like even when I'm doing this I have a worksheet that I follow, which of course I got my format from my course with Sean Cannell. But, I have a hook that I talk about. Tonight's hook was on this episode of YouTube Talk. We're going to take a look at how to level up your YouTube strategy, advice from our YouTube sisters, etc. And then there's an introduction. And then I have a chat to get things started. And then I have, if I want to review something from last week, and then the video assignment. So I've got a worksheet that I use where I actually make notes, and then I'll write quite a few things out because I'm kind of wordy. I like to write things out of what it is that I want to talk about. So she does a good job of going over all the various pieces. So if you take a look here, her personal checklist, you can again see all the information that she collects. Title, date, any keyword research or terms that you need to use. If you're in a collaboration or whatever information is involved, you put that down. So she has all of that on her worksheets. And even she talks about the opening statement regarding the collaboration, that kind of thing. And you can use something similar on a video that is not a collaboration. You just tweak it to fit your particular need. And notice over here, when she's got video status, she talks about what you need to film, if you need to edit the footage, if you're doing a voiceover, what you need to add into the video, all those kinds of things. So this is her YouTube checklist, which I thought might be interesting to you guys. And let's see. So that's some other stuff. So she's really got quite a bit of information in the video that you can use to help you set up your video. And so scripting the video is really helpful because it just kind of lets you know what it is you need to do so that you can be on top of things. So for example, I was looking for that note that I had about the script. This is the wrong folder. Oh, here it is. So for example, here's the script for my Joy in the Morning video. And then I've got the script here and I can see what's listed on each of the different areas that I want to talk about. And then I've got, like, in parentheses, or rather in italics, like right there, I've got what I need to get B-roll that I need to shoot for the video for each of the sections. And then on my script for my Say Yes to the House dress, then I've got sections about each of the different dresses that I want to talk about. And then, finding the clips where I'm wearing the dresses and then to talk about those. So it does take time to do that stuff. And to have a worksheet helps to keep you on track. So now let's see. Oh, Darcy's asking about the playlist to add their videos to the Container Garden Challenge. I'll make the playlist tonight, but lately the playlists have not been working. The links have not been working. I'll get it set up, and then I'll ask Mickey Blue Skies if she can address the link for me so that it'll work, because those long links are just not working very well, and we'll see what's what. Otherwise, just use the hashtag, and then I'll be sure and capture everybody. And then Stephanie's going to find that link and get it put in there. Megan is saying what? Let's see. Oh, I think she must be talking to somebody else. Oh, I think she's talking to Khadijah because they're talking about different things about chores and things. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. Hi, Marianne. I am good. Thank you. So, Khadija, there are younger audiences out there, and there are other channels, that are Christian channels, Christian women that are similar. I think and you're in that mommy space, in the mom life. There's lots of channels out there in the mom life, and you should be able to find people that are in that, but that are also Christian women that are modest. I think because it matters, I believe, is in the mom life, and she's homesteady and also Christian based. You just have to, your niche is small, but they'll find you. You just keep making videos, and YouTube will help them to find you. Oh, thank you. Uh, ha. Carol, that's Allie from Lady Phoenix from Really Good Living. She's got a new channel. That's Allie. That's Lady Phoenix from Really Good Living. She started a new channel. So yeah, the playlists haven't been working right lately. I don't know why. So, okay. So hopefully you guys got some advice from some information that you can use from the Three Sisters videos that we were looking at tonight. Be sure to take a look at those videos all the way through. Leave them a comment. And my voice gets dry when I talk so much. No comment. But yeah, leave them a comment. And hopefully there was something that you learned tonight or something that you can take away. So what's your takeaway from tonight's topics? What's one thing you took away from tonight's topic that you can operationalize in your next videos? Tell me that. So, Allie, for your decor, home, and lifestyle, you're going to have your mastermind influencers on that channel? Because it's still YouTube stuff. I would have thought it'd been more home decor and lifestyle stuff. Oh, okay. Very different in beliefs. I just knew she was a Christian, but I'm not sure like where. I know there's a whole spectrum on the Christian line, so I'm not sure. The Christian continuum, I should say. So I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Yeah, there's something going on with links, and I don't know why. Okay, so you guys are now going to be letting me know what you can use from tonight's show, because that's the whole purpose. So Melissa says she didn't know about how to do chapters or pin comments, so she's learned that. Anybody else? Uh, so Allie's gonna put her YouTube stuff on her decor, home, and lifestyle channel because it's clashing with the videos on her other channel. I would think that it would clash with this channel. Unless this channel is going to be about YouTube stuff, but the title makes me think it's going to be about home decor. Okay. Okay. Working chapters. Okay. Oh, if you're hosting a collab, let participants know to do that too. Okay. You think of YouTube tips as lifestyle. Okay. All right. All right. Whew. Well, I am getting tired, ladies. I think it's just ladies on with us tonight. I think it's been a good show, though. I think we've had quite a bit to talk about. So Stephanie's going to be sure and post the link so that you guys can go over to her channel and grab those YouTube worksheets that she was talking about. I think they could be beneficial to you. Okay. Any other takeaways or take-home thoughts from tonight's show? Any other takeaways from tonight's show? All right. Well, sounds like nobody's putting anything in, so I think we're good. Oh, don't forget to put the thumbs up. Yes, please give me the thumbs up. I can't even see the thumbs up on here, but I can see we've got so many people on, so let's get some thumbs up there. Thank you, Thelma. I appreciate that. So yes, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure and watch the videos of all three people we talked about tonight, and see what you can take away from every video. The one cooking video, we were looking at strategy, camera angles, her introduction to draw us in, how she kept us engaged. On Penny's video regarding how to get more views, collaborations, making comments on people's channels and what spam actually is. And let's see, what else was her third tip? I don't remember. Tip number 3. Oh, using social media to expand and get more views. And then Stephanie's video was extremely important because it talked about structure and how we can structure our videos, what we need to do before we actually start recording the video, and then things that we can do to kind of help us stay on track so we can stay focused, we can keep our deadlines, and then keep together the things we need for the video. So all 3 videos were very, very important and had lots of good information to teach us. So be sure and check that. And I will chat with you guys later. Good night, guys. It's been great. See you in 2 weeks, not next week, in 2 weeks. And then don't forget Container Garden Challenge tomorrow.